Many Gen Z and young millennial investors, ranging from teenagers to those in their early 20s, are opting for cryptocurrency over traditional investing. This generation grew up with the internet and is fascinated by the technology that surrounds the Bitcoin market. Blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum, NFTs, meme coins like Dogecoin, non-fungible tokens, decentralized finance, and DeFi are some of the most popular crypto goods. In today's video, we'll delve into why Gen Z is ditching traditional methods of investing and turning to alternative investments that have now taken off, such as cryptocurrency. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. Why Gen Zers are flocking to non-traditional investments. Rather than traditional investments, many Gen Z and young millennial investors, ranging from teenagers to those in their early 20s, are positive on cryptocurrency and the technology that surrounds it. Some people have put the majority of their savings into these kinds of investments. According to new CNBC Millionaire Survey, nearly half of millennial millionaires had at least 25% of their wealth in cryptocurrencies. More than a third of millennial millionaires hold at least half of their wealth in crypto, with about half of them owning NFTs. Young investors have also participated in recent meme stock rallies, in which retail investors purchase shares of stocks that have been shorted by Wall Street hedge funds, such as GameStop and AMC Entertainment. The investors think that by forcing hedge funds to pay, they'll be able to overcome what they perceive to be an inefficient system. The lack of trust in the established investment institutions is the primary reason why young people are turning to alternative investments like cryptocurrency. They conduct their own research rather than relying on established organizations for information, such as financial advisors and law firms. Another reason influencing the younger generation's decision to invest in cryptocurrencies or meme stocks is their real enthusiasm for blockchain technology. This corresponds to their sense of alienation from traditional financial institutions. Some perceive the crypto space as a place where people may find a community, while others see it as a fun area. Different Gen Z and young millennial investors agree that these two criteria, trust and connection, have a significant impact on their investing decisions and future prospects. Despite the fact that these young investors use platforms like Bitcoin Circuit to make quick money by buying and selling, the majority of them plan to keep their favorite cryptocurrencies as long-term investments. Many of these young investors seeking long-term investments in the crypto industry feel it's the future of finance and will never sell. It's for this reason that some people trust in crypto's long-term viability and application, even though the high price makes owning Bitcoin appear unattainable. They highlight the option of purchasing fractional shares, satoshis. Some young investors praise Bitcoin for making financial access and equality available to everyone, including those who are unbanked. Bitcoin appears to be one step forward in allowing people who are unable to use traditional methods to participate in such events. Real-life accounts from Gen Z individuals. According to Allison Rachel, 23, of CNBC Make It, one reason young people have turned to alternative investments like crypto is that they don't trust established financial institutions. Instead of relying on established institutions, such as financial advisors from legacy corporations, they choose to conduct their own study. Allison is a senior editor at crypto news site Blocksworth in Washington, D.C., while working on her PhD in economics. She began investing heavily in cryptocurrency this year, and her crypto holdings now make up the majority of her portfolio, she claims. Allison intends to keep her Bitcoin and Ether for the long haul. CNBC Make It spoke with a number of Gen Z and young millennial investors, including Allison, about these factors influencing where they put their money and why they're still cautious about investing. In any crypto, you have those super long network effects where people believe in it so much that they're like, I'm never selling because I believe it's the future of finance. I see the long-term applicability and use of crypto, she says, of her own plans to hold. Allison was motivated by how Bitcoin was being utilized to aid those in need in many nations while conducting research for a PhD. Crypto, for example, allowed families in Venezuela to continue receiving money from relatives in the United States at a period when the president refused to accept humanitarian help. Kayla Scanlon, 23, began investing in Bitcoin and Ether throughout college in 2016 for similar reasons. I really like the application that Bitcoin has for people who are unbanked. My whole life thesis is, how do we create financial accessibility and equality for everybody? I think crypto is one step in allowing people who don't have access to traditional methods like banks to do so. Scanlon began trading options in high school and went on to work in asset management after graduation, which she says has given her more confidence in her own investment decisions. Her primary cryptocurrency holdings are in Bitcoin and Ether, although she has stock in firms such as Roblox, Facebook, and Etsy. Scanlon is also optimistic about blockchain technology, a decentralized digital ledger that records cryptocurrency transactions and other data. I'm not sure if Bitcoin will ever be used as money, she says, but I'm a great believer in the technology. Due to the potential of each blockchain, Kayla Kilbride, a 24-year-old known on financial TikTok as Girls Talk Stocks with over 108,000 followers, has, quote, a rising faith in Bitcoin and Ethereum especially. As I began to understand the blockchain and the technology behind it, that is when I felt comfortable saying, okay, even if I invested when Bitcoin was priced at $60,000 and it drops down to say, let's say $20,000 or even lower, I can still support it, even if I lose money in the endeavor. Kilbride says, the risk was worth it because I like the technology. Kilbride started investing in Bitcoin and Ether earlier this year, starting small and gradually increasing her holdings. She owns only a very few $100s in cryptocurrencies, but she intends to increase her holdings. She currently day trades and sells NFTs on her social media content to support her income in lieu of a full-time job. Top 5 cryptos to start investing in. Number 5, Cardano. Unlike some of its counterparts, Cardano has a much smaller footprint, which is appealing to traders and investors for many different reasons. A smaller footprint means it takes less energy to complete a transaction, meaning they're cheaper and faster in comparison to a large network like Bitcoin. Cardano claims to be more secure and adaptable and consistently improve their development to stay ahead of hackers. Many great investors are investing in Cardano and can see great things for it in 2021. Number 4, Tether. Since it's tied to the US dollar, Tether is the most secure of all cryptocurrencies. The Federal Reserve Bank has $1 for each unit of Tether. Tether is therefore ideal for investors who want to use their cryptocurrencies to make transactions. Investing in Tether does come with some risk. Investors have raised some questions surrounding the actual reserve stock. There are doubts floating around that there is truly a US dollar in the Reserve Bank for each Tether unit, so you can only imagine if this was disproven, the value of the stock could drop quickly. Number 3, Binance Coin. This cryptocurrency is one of the best if you want to diversify your portfolio. Unlike some of its counterparts, Binance is a utility coin, which means that its value comes from how useful it is along with the level of demand. One of the draws to the Binance coin is that it provides traders with a good discount if they use the coin to pay for their fees on the exchange. Now, this isn't at all exciting, but it can definitely come into great use, especially if you have a lot. The current success of this coin has many investors flocking to invest. What many don't realize is that the more people investing in Bitcoin, the higher Binance will rise as well. Number 2, Ethereum. If you trade cryptocurrencies, then you have most definitely heard of Ethereum. You can't go wrong with this one. Ethereum is the second most liquid crypto, coming in slightly behind Bitcoin. So this means you'll have no trouble buying or selling Ethereum, which is great for beginners and those looking to make big long-term investments. Ether is an Ethereum token, and a lot more of these can exist in comparison to its competition, e.g. Bitcoin or Litecoin. Ether fuels the DApp ecosystem. This means millions of companies and developers will rely on it to support their small contracts and to launch applications, vital parts of any online business. Number 1, Bitcoin. Trust me, you've probably heard of it all before, but you really cannot go wrong with investing in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's main aim is to become a global peer-to-peer digital currency that's free of any sort of regulation and therefore fully decentralized. Other than all those good reasons, you should keep your eye on Bitcoin if you're looking to invest, as it has the highest liquidity in the crypto space, which means it's the best and safest option to invest in if you're a beginner. You'll have relatively little to no trouble buying or selling Bitcoin, as there will always be someone on the other side to match your order. Along with that, Bitcoin has been known as one of the most stable cryptocurrencies, even though it can have extreme volatile moments. And there you have it. Everything you need to know about why Gen Z is ditching the traditional methods of investing and flocking towards cryptocurrencies and other alternative forms of investments. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so you never miss any of our new and upcoming content. Thanks for watching.